All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless your day. Uh, by His mercies, you aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body. Until we're naturally alive, man. I want to get into this real quick, man, because I was actually just kind of impromptu. I want to get into this, man, because like you know, I was talking about this actually. My dad was over here the other day, and we was talking about how like um, and also too, I was talking to one of my beloved brothers too, as well, man, about how like this things in the world is going on this side, how things are going up, prices, stuff like that, and it's all prophecy. Of course, when we read this Daniel's, well, Second Ezra's, Revelations, uh, uh, Second Ezra's, Daniel's, and all that stuff. Yeah, this all stuff was prophesied to happen. Even like on this side, man, like even like let's look at this right, like because a lot of times too, like even the word says, listen, even if Paul says, like, also too, Sirach says, listen, it's better that you're the for children to ask their parents or their guardians for help, like with things rather than children. But but we gotta understand too, have that understanding and balance. Understand, listen, like our people are you know in this current like captivity on the natural tip. We're gonna go through financially, like with poverty and things of that nature, man. It's gonna be a little different. So um yeah, so let's get this Rule chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Yet, behold, yet we are this day in our captivity, as where thou hast scattered us for a reproach, a curse, to be subject unto payments, according to all and it's the payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which depart from the Lord our God." So see, yeah, exactly. So even though the word goes into like it's better for your children, like to ask you, like parents, like your parents for help, your peoples for help, man. But you still ask like children as like actually, because yeah, actually no, I was just talking about this with brother on Sunday as well, another brother as well, and I was kind of telling him this, but it's kind of on us as well to realize that like, listen, like yes, and naturally, of course, like because scripture wise it's better for you to ask them for like help, but like how our people are, like the state of our people, like um it's going to be tough, man. So it's kind of a more balanced and nuanced conversation. But I want to get into this too, because all this stuff, even when my dad was over here, my father was over here, we just talking about like how things like how people just going back, like just different people's living situations and inflation, prices going up, rent going up. Because like because personally my rent just went up. Like I'm pretty sure not just me, but y'all brothers just rent went up, or like or just like things like even a lot of people like in the like we see in the entertainment world, and like where there's politicians, athletes, musicians, actors, like they go through as well, because and that's why like the word says don't envy sinner, and don't compare yourself to them, because like just like in their world, a lot of times most of them they're just getting by in their world, but compared to average person, like it's a lot, they have a lot, but financially they're living all better, but but more on that side. My bad, I lost my train of thought. But more on that side too. Most of the time in their world, like they're just making it by, man. Because I was watching. Actually, that lined up what we was talking about yesterday too. With Dawn Robinson, like she's very bad from En Vogue, the group En Vogue back in the day in the in the '90s, man. She's living out her card, man. So because she went through some things in the industry, like I think yeah, there's a bunch of stories of people like that, but that kind of ties into what we were talking about yesterday. Because I was watching a video earlier, but she's kind of choosing to do that. It's kind of like because she's like, and kudos to her for this, man. Because a lot of times she's like she was kind of saying in a roundabout way, it's more a sense of freedom now, me living in my car living, like because like a lot of people are like that. Some people like not a lot, every like people of our people are poor, people are homeless people, like a lot of it, majority of it is like the circumstances, past like childhood experiences, upbringing, bad decisions, or people betrayal, people didn't keep their word, or like people like just all types of different situations. But sometimes it's just small margin of people that just want to live that way, because at poor, like just like going to poor being faithful is like a sense of freedom in that. But on the natural tip, sometimes with poor people, like if you talk to some of them, they say, no man, I can have this and this, but I choose to live like this because it's a sense of freedom in their eyes, but. That's why I said, like, even the Mike Tyson situation, man. Like, Mike Tyson said in the back, like, he's constantly saying interviews and on podcasts over the years, like, man, that prison, like, sentence that I did, man, it was the best moments of my life, man. I had this chance to reflect, and, like, it was a sense of freedom. Like, even though I'm in the prison, it was a sense of freedom. Because don't get wrong, that's in the word, Job 3:18. There are prisoners that, like, don't hear the voice of the oppressor, man. Now, this can be on a, on the natural tip of us being in captivity, saying like, like Jeremiah 9:29, and like Yahushua says, "Peace I leave peace I leave with you." Like even in like or as the state of what we of our people, man, you can still have some type of peace. But even like spiritually more, like sin and death, man, you'll be at peace like with that through the gospel, and that's kind of what I want to talk about, man. But kind of segue into that, man, because even though going back into things like inflations and like no, let's just grab this too, man. Let's get this in second Ezra real quick. Right quick, because I want to get to second Ezra. Second Ezra, second Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. It says, and suddenly, verse second Ezra 6:22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be empty. So see, yeah. We kind of see that, like, kind of some of that stuff now, like even like with inflations, like like rent raising, like living situations, like just the economy, things of that nature, all that stuff, like we're gonna see more of that stuff too, like happening, but more that I want to go into that, but to see, listen, that's why he tells the end from the beginning, and these things happen like time. It's going to happen time. Like just let's get this Job 11:6. I ain't read this in a minute. Job 11:6, man. It says, and he showed the secrets of wisdom, and they are double, and that which is, and know that Yahweh exacteth of thee less than thy iniquity deserveth. So yeah, exactly. So a lot of things that happen, like let's get this in 24 and 33. Like it's going to happen again, man. Like all this stuff, man. It's like it's the Most High House movie or TV show, man. It's just, and that's like I always say, like The Wire or something like that, or if your favorite like movie or TV show or like series or anime, comic book. It's the same type of spirit, whether it's righteously or wickedly, or same type of motives, agendas, but just different people, man. Because like that's why it says this, Sirach chapter 24 verse 33. It says, I will yet pour out prophecy. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever. Exactly. Because his word lasts forever. Like, he lives forever. So that means his word lives forever. So that things like, he tells the end from the beginning. Like, just things happen in the beginning. It's going to happen now in the future. Like, it's all the same thing, man. Because, like, this is how it was famine during the time, but, like, Joseph, which you about to get, during the time of Ruth and Judges, during the, David, there was a bunch of times, like, it's going to happen, stuff like that's going to happen again. But more importantly, I'm going to get into the famine of the word, but we're going to get more into this. So let's get to Sirach chapter 42 and 29 real quick. 19. It says, he declared things that are past and are for to come, and revealed the steps of hidden things. So yeah, see, it says he declared the things that are past and are and for to come, and revealed the steps of hidden things. So yeah. So let's get this, man. And also too, man, the famine of the word. That's kind of what I want to talk about too. But let's get this on the natural, like, tip, man. Like, what you call him? with the famine, man. We're gonna get into this with like, this how like no, this all ties into the gospel of testimony with the Most High house, with gospel testimony, new covenant, man. How like this is gonna like and it also goes into how that Acts 14:22 when much no, let's grab it real quick. You know what? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna hold that. We're going to hold it. I'm sorry. This is Genesis chapter 41 and verse 56. It says, "And the famine was all over the face of the earth, and Joseph opened the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt." So see now let's think about and meditate about something, right? Because Joseph, his affliction was like saved a bunch of people from a famine. So just like, let's get this, let's go to Amos real quick. Let's go to Amos real quick, just to, there's other places where the famine will work, but I'm just going to get to, when it comes to my real quick, Because, I could, like, we could get, like, not I, but we can get, like, 1 Samuel 3:1, but let's just get to the point. It says, "Behold," because remember what we just said. What we just talking about, how like Joseph's affliction saved people from a bunch of people from a famine, man. So we gonna get into this, man. It says, "And behold, the days come, saith the Lord, I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but the hearing of the words of the Lord." So now we know 1 Samuel, 3:1 in Proverbs 27. Goes into when there's no vision, the people perish, and also too when like 1 Samuel 3:1 there was how the word of the Lord, the vision, there was no vision, so the word of the Lord is precious in those days. We'll grab it, It says, and the child, this is 1 Samuel 3:1, "And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord was precious in those days." There was no open vision. So yeah, that's what Proverbs mean by it says when there is no vision, the people, the people fail, man. So that's what pretty much when there's when there's no prophet, when there's no word, man, the people are going to fail. Like so when the word's not around, people are going to fail. They're pretty much a famine of the word. So let's grab now let's go to Matthew 26:38. Like, because we know all what Yahushua went through, but let's grab Matthew chapter 36 and verse 26 verse 38. He says, "And my soul was," this is when he was sorrowful in death. He said, "Then he said, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry here and watch with me." So see, and we're going to go to Malachi 3:1 real quick. Because see, Yahushua, all the affliction he went through for us to overcome sin and death and overcome ourselves, and get to people off the natural state that we are. And this is what's really going to save people from the famine of the word, because it's all the same thing, but just different there's different people, man. It says, "Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the work. Prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom he shall seek shall suddenly come to his temple." The inward temple. Of course, now it's talking about the physical temple as well. But the temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. And behold, he shall say, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. So see, notice how Yahushua's affliction is going to save a bunch of people from the famine of the word. Pretty much, that's the gospel, the testimony. The new covenant, the word being in you, like during that time, during the height, because when we're in Jacob's trouble now, like shout out to brother Akawar and brother Elijah, brother Kwame Call, Shalimah, even brother Assembly Firstborn, man, because they say it all the time, man. Ever since we departed from the Most High house, we disobeyed the word. We've been in trouble, man. I always bring up with Joshua in the Akan situation, or Achan or Akan. His name means trouble, because why would his name even mean trouble? Because one, he disobeyed the word from the Most High house, he disobeyed a command. When you do that, disobey the word of the Most High house, you're in trouble, man. Now this is more than Jacob's trouble is more than just like we say all the time, more than just the famines and the inflations, or the purges, or the martial law, the army drafts, wars, and things of that nature. It's more than that. That's the height of it. That's the climax of it, man. But this is what it is. But Yahushua's affliction is going to save a bunch of people from the famine of the word, man. And that's why, like, we just read this Malachi 3:1, man, because the messenger, what, the covenant, new covenant, the gospel and testimony, the word being in you. It says, behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way for me. And the Lord whom he shall seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom he delight in. And behold, it shall say, behold, he shall come, said the Lord of hosts. So see, exactly, man. So that's just what it is right there, man. So yeah, man. That's just what it is, man. That's just like, the famine, man. Like, famine, a word. Like, just like Joseph, like, saving from natural, even with Joseph, man, that was a faith, man. But notice too how, like, even in that, right, after, like, Joseph went through what he went through, like, let's just get this in Genesis. That's what it was all about. It's all going into Yahushua, man. Because he was pretty much equal to Pharaoh, but only in throne was Pharaoh greater, just like Yahushua. We about to grab this. Yep. Yeah, Genesis chapter Genesis chapter okay, I could get all this stuff too, but no, I just want to say on the throne and greater. Yep, exactly. Yep. This is Genesis 41:40. It says, "Thou shalt be over my house according to thy word, and all my people shall be ruled, and only in throne will I be greater than thou." So see, that's why even when you read Revelation 22, they'll be like, in the Most High's kingdom, and because the Yahushua's kingdom, the Most High kingdom are two different kingdoms, but there's still Yahushua will still have a throne there, but only in like throne, like, of course Yahushua, I mean, the Most High will be greater, man. But that's why it says it in Philippians, like, he was equal to the Most High, man. Like, it made because, like, that's just is what it is. It's like, then Joseph was equal to Pharaoh in Egypt, but only in throne he was greater. So let's read this again. It says, Genesis chapter 41:40. It says, "Then thou shalt be over my house, and according to thy word, all my people shall be ruled. Only in throne will I be greater than thou." So see, yep, and we see here, Pharaoh puts the ring on Joseph's hands. He gives him the fine linen. It puts a gold chain around his neck. Yeah, it says verse 43, because we're gonna grab this too. Then we're gonna go Philippians. It says, "And he made him ride in the second chariot, and which he had, and they cried before him, bow the knee, and under him they made him rule over all the land of Egypt." So see, so let's go to Philippians 2 now, because that's what the whole thing was about. So that's why he said in Philippians, he made himself not robbery to make himself equal, because because beforehand, man, that's why, like, give all praise and most high house shot for us, like, him waking us up to this, like, because before this, I would thought, like, I just thought, like, I thought, like, that, like, when people was going into Trinity, a lot of times you don't understand, but like, pretty much the most Yahushua was the Most High, man, like, but he was not that they're the same entity, but he was just him personified in the flesh. He was just him manifested in the flesh. He was a living embodiment of the Most High, man. So that's all it is. He's a living embodiment of Exodus 34:6, number 14:18, and Jeremiah 9:24, man. Like all of those things, man. He was a living embodiment of that, man. So just like for y'all, like, y'all had your people, y'all had fathers, man, like, or even if your sisters, like, y'all have, like, mothers per se, but I'm using it because the man is head, that's what I'm saying, fathers, or even if you have a spiritual father, man, like, this is more like, you're the living embodiment of said person, man, like, that's is what it is too, man. So that's just because at my grandpa's funeral last year, my brother said, like, he made a speech, and he pretty much saying, "Listen, I'm the living personification of Leroy Hammond, man." So that's just is what it is. Let's get to Philippians 2, because I want to touch on that real quick. Philippians chapter 2, verse 6. It says, "For whom being the form of Yahweh, thought it not robbery to to be equal with Yahweh." So yeah, man, that's just is what it is too. That's all John 1:1 says. The word was the Most High, man. Was God, man. So yeah, it says pretty much, and he says, listen, in John 10, like me and my Father one, we're on the same accord. Like I'm living embodiment of him. It's the same thing. That's why he wants us to be one with him, the Most High Yahweh. We all wants to be one body, one faith. Or yeah, all one. Like like that Ghostface song. Like one. It says, "Who being in the former Yahweh thought not robbery to make equal to be equal with Yahweh, but made himself no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of man." Let's go down to verse 10, because yeah, that's this lines up with what we just read with Genesis with Joseph. Every knee shall bow. Yeah, and also too that was with in Genesis 49, and with it's other places as well we could read about that, but yeah, it says Philippians 2:10. It says that the name of Yahushua every knee should bow of things of things in heaven and the things in earth, on earth as in heaven. Yeah, I'm saying that too. And the things under earth. So yeah, that goes into Adam as well, man. Because because I know what's under earth, like different. Got different creatures, of course, under on earth, of course, but like fowls and birds and stuff like that. But that's me thinking I'm probably wrong on that. This is how my mind's working right now. But let's read Philippians 2:10 again. It says that the name of Yahweh shall every knee shall bow, and of things in heaven and things that be on in earth and all and things under the earth. So yeah. Also too, man, let's grab a Proverbs 14, because I actually did finish reading Proverbs 14. That's crazy that we reading every knee shall bow, things of that nature. Because yeah, so Philippians 14:19, it says the evil shall bow before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. So yeah, man. But this all dealing with the famine of the word. How how Yahushua comes, the Most High Yahushua comes about of the book, the gospel, the testimony, man. Like how I said, man, like he said, John 16:63, man. That's really how I'm starting to read this, read it, man, like in the Most High Yahweh's perspective, man, because the book is about him. I was talking about that with my dad the other day. I was just kind of trying to explain that, listen, because listen, you just really got, like the brother Akawar said, listen, gotta read it in Most High Yahweh's perspective. Like the brother sent me firstborn. Brother Akawar, brother Elijah, brother Shalimah, man, and other brothers as well, man. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. Because because yeah, man, it's read from the gospel's perspective, man. Just like the famine, during Joseph's time, during Ruth's time, during wherever famine is, because those are the ones that just come into mind. There's more. Elijah, yeah, man, that's it. It is what it is, man. But but all those people were still faithful during that time, man. They had the word in them. They were faithful. So so yeah, man. It's just that. This is what it is, man. That's why Job says, listen, I desire the word more than necessary food. And that Romans 8:35 says nothing should come between the love of the Most High Yahweh, not sword, family, none of that, man. So yeah, man. So hopefully this is edifying. So peace.